How's it going? Just wanted to make a quick video around why lead vendors are killing your margins. Now, this is likely not going to be what you think it is. Again, this is not about lead vendors being scammers. Most of them, would be legitimate businesses. The problem is just very simple, yet it is more expensive than that. Your incentives will not be aligned with theirs. Now, how do they work, right? If we divide them into two easy buckets, so we have lead marketplaces. Now, these will close lead marketplaces. Now, these businesses will charge you per lead regardless of the job closer. They only care about the volume of requests sold, not whether or not you close that project. They will allow multiple contractors. It forces price comparison. Now, this refers to different marketplaces that you would have used, like Angie's, Houzz, Thumbstack, right? Uh, they prioritize marketplace transaction volume over contractor success, and their profits, their revenue remains stable. It doesn't matter whether or not you close a job. At the end of the day, they just want to sell leads. Now, let's just say you work with a lead agency. This would be slightly better because now you have a company that would likely, at least hopefully, be exclusively bringing in inquiries for you. They again, however, just get paid per lead, and they care more about the lead delivery frequency. Like they care about just pinging you more contacts over actual signed contracts that you're getting. And the issue is like in detail here, right? Like it will never be the same metric. Now, this incentive gap is what causes an issue because you don't just want leads, you want quality and you want to care about your cost per closed job. But guess what? If you face issues, if problems arise, and you complain about the lead quality, they will only have two options. They will send you more leads to actually show the volume, or they will blame your sales process. Now, neither of those options cost them anything. It's not like evil or anything, but they do. It doesn't fix your pipeline, and the model does not work exactly how. It does not work with the same incentives as your job, as your business. Let's just say there are misaligned incentives that also makes a lead generation more ineffective. The cost optimization is not right. The blame shifting would not be done properly because they just shifted all onto you, and their volume focus would not be correct either. What does this cost you? Let's just say we think about the cost per acquisition, your CPA, and you're getting a $50,000 kitchen or bathroom. Again, this is just to illustrate a number. You might be closing 70, 80K bathrooms, like it's pretty common in California. But I'm just giving an example, right? Let's just say you close a $50,000 project, you net roughly 4K after overhead, but you're paying $150 per lead, and your close rate ends up being around 5%. Your cost per acquisition hence becomes about $3,000, which is 150 into 20 leads because that's how much you need to actually close a project. This basically results in you spending 75% of your net profit acquiring that one job. This is if the leads are decent. A lot, if not most vendors aren't that good. Second thing is that if you're on a marketplace, you're competing against four other contractors, your close rates would be honestly lower. And if you have budget shoppers, multiple quotes with price as the only differentiator, that just ends up resulting in a cascading set of issues. Just because these leads are cheap doesn't mean that it's a good decision. And when we think about kitchen renovation leads, right, bathroom renovation, like as I said, like you're spending 75% on your cost per acquisition. And when it comes to your marketplace competition, your close rate, guess what? It would not be ideal. Now, why do remodelers keep using them? This is worth being clear about. They're easy, it's convenient, there's no setup, there's no learning curve, there's no ad account to manage, you just pay and you get leads. And sometimes when you get the projects in, it might look like, oh yeah, we spent about 3K on leads, we got a $50,000 project, we should be good. But the issue ends up becoming that you're renting someone else's pipeline. And you have absolutely no control when it comes to the volume of inquiries, quality, or consistency, or whether this process is tailored exclusively for your business and you're able to improve in that direction too. And that is where this conversation becomes important because the alternative And shameless plug, this is what we do. Like, we install this type of infrastructure into the businesses that we work with. And this type of infrastructure ends up resulting in every single dollar being pointed at their brand. We're able to control the targeting creative offer. We optimize for the cost per close job, not cost per lead. And we don't get paid if leads don't close. Like, we actually even get paid per project. Now, this does take a bit of time and effort in the beginning, but the incentives finally match yours, and you're actually building an acquisition asset that we can control. We have the right type of brand focus, control, optimization, and there are no third party fees. Just to clarify, also, again, it's not about lead vendors being an enemy, it's just that their business model is built around delivering leads, not growing your business. And understanding that is the first step to actually building something that really compounds. If you want to know what this could look like for your business, feel free to click the link below. You can have a chat with me where we can just talk a bit about your goals and I can show you more about what we do for our partners. And feel free to comment down below. Thank you for watching.